so skateboarding is in the Olympics. That's about to happen real soon, and we're seeing a lot of different companies drop their kits for their riders. For instance, Felipe did the ad for Adidas, and they dropped their whole entire Brazil kit, which is dope. So I'm curious to see what their USA kit's gonna look like. I'm curious to see what the other nations' kits are gonna look like, but the Brazil kit looks dope, and they brought back the Adidas skateboarding cargos. So if you guys are a fan of those in like 2018 or whatever, they're back, and I heard that they're really, really good, have a lot of stretch, but they're super damn expensive. They're $100. Anyway, I wanted to talk about Nike and their release because they decided to release the Safari Olympics pack. I believe that's what they're calling it. And there's a special new shoe with a whole new silhouette that's coming into skateboarding. And I gotta say, y'all cannot be serious. I see y'all in the comments talking about how fire this shoe looks, how I'm gonna get 10 pairs, how this is the best thing that Nike's ever dropped, which that third point could be true. I'm a fan of Nike's products. I'm a fan of Nike's skateboarding shoes as much as I am of most of the skateboarding companies in skateboarding. And they've dropped a lot of cool designs. And I overall like this pack. But the silhouette that everybody's talking about is going to be a heavy hitter, the next best thing out of Nike, the best looking thing Nike's ever put out, I personally cannot get behind. I think the technology for that shoe is going to be amazing. The look is not getting me. I'm not with the look. Let's talk about it. So the shoe is the NikeSB PS8. And I believe the guy who came up with the design and is overall behind the design, they named it the PS8 because it follows that dude's Instagram. So shout out to him for putting out something with Nike and it's his. Like maybe if it had a little bit more ankle to it or something of that nature, maybe that could have set it off a little bit better. Maybe if it was a mid-top. I don't think I would get behind it even if it was a mid-top, to be honest. I'm just not a big fan of the look. I feel like it's trying to mix the Project BAs and like 4 other shoes that Nike has with the elephant print involved as well. Now, I watched the tactics review on this shoe and I've watched a couple people skate this shoe and I've talked to some people who are like currently field testing the shoe. I heard a lot of the same things, that it takes impact really, really well, which is something that I don't really hear a lot from Nike. And for people to say that they're more stable and take more impact than the Dunks means that this is going to be a highly impact resistant shoe. I've seen people jump down all types of things in Dunks. When I had my Dunks, they were pretty decent. I feel like I got a mix between decent impact and really, really good board feel. But I didn't feel like I needed to jump down a bunch in the shoes. I have in the past, but you know, it's not something I would say, oh, I'm gonna jump down this 9 stair. I've never jumped down before in these because I feel like I'm gonna be safe on the impact. A Dunk isn't like that. Now I've heard that this shoe takes a decent amount of impact, and it's because of that carbon fiber plate that's in there. A lot of people, when they hear carbon fiber plates and stuff like that, are going to think that's going to be a thick midsole piece or whatever the case may be. But I know it's a thinner layer, but it's definitely made to take more of that rebound that comes from the shock of impact before it hits your insole and your feet. So I can imagine that this is going to be highly impact resistant. And because carbon fiber is a very strong material, I'm pretty sure that's the main reason why this shoe is extra stable. When I look at the shoe, it's pretty high off of the ground, and it looks like there's a lot of separation from the grip tape and your board to your actual foot. Now, I don't know if in person, when I actually try them on my feet, if it will feel the same way. It has a lot of things going on with it. So I think it's gonna be a really well-performing shoe. I feel like people who tend to go through flying it on the upper half of the toe, like if you do a bunch of dolphin flips or whatever, then your shoe's not going to be too protected from the dolphin flip. But if you do your normal kick flips, ollies, stuff like that, then it should protect the majority of your shoe. I think the look on a scale of 1 to 10 is maybe a 6. After seeing a couple more pictures, videos, and stuff like that of the shoe, maybe it's more like a 7. But I think that the way the shoe is going to perform is at an 8 or 9. And that's just off of what they're putting into the shoe, the type of skating I've seen done already in the shoe, whether it came from Tactics or Faces Skate Shop here in Arizona, or a couple of the homies that are field testing the shoe before the shoe officially drops. So out of this collection, the shoe I like the most when it comes to looks is the Janoski. The Janoski just looks really, really sick. It's a standard white Janoski, but the elephant print on the heel of the shoe, the heel counter, and then doing the different colors just fits the Janoski style. And then it's that bolt silhouette. It just looks like it would fit this shoe the most. And then following second is the blazer. I probably, if I do end up with some extra money to go grab this shoe, I'll probably grab the blazer and the Janoski. I like the way those two look a lot. And then the Dunk is actually really, really fire. I feel like this is a standard thing that Dunks does. They already go extra mile to go and try different color schemes and different designs and stuff like that. So I feel like this is nothing new for Dunk. But when it comes to the Janoski, it's kind of new for the Janoski. And then when it comes to the blazer, it's really different for the blazer. Although it's still a standard white shoe with a black check, the rest of the shoes did come out looking really awesome to me. The things I have questions on when it comes to skateboarding in the Olympics, I heard that the PS8 will debut at the Olympics and stuff like that. That's when it will release out to the public and stuff like that. I'm wondering if they're gonna have skaters skating for the US or skating for any other country that rides for Nike skating in this shoe specifically. I don't know if they're gonna make people like Nigel skate this shoe or anything of that nature, like the super heavy contest winner hitters or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, I don't know what their Nike contract is like. I don't know to whom this shoe is going to debut or who's going to debut this shoe. So when it comes down to this shoe, I have no clue how the Olympics plans to debut it. I don't know if all Nike riders are going to have to practice in the shoe or if they're going to be walking around in the shoe and then practicing in what they're normally comfortable with. I have absolutely no clue how they plan on doing this, but I'm very curious to see how these shoes are going to be impacting the Olympics, how they're going to jump out to the scene. And I'm really curious to see if this shoe is going to sell out really, really fast, the PS8. As far as the other shoes, I'm pretty certain those other shoes are going to do well. Maybe this whole entire Safari Pack is going to be skated by all the skaters in the Olympics. I did see a sneak peek of Ishad's Safari Pack, Ishad 2, which looks hella sick. If you guys want to check out that shoe, I'm not going to leak the image or anything here. I say check out the Blunt competition. That's when he skated that shoe. I'm curious if Nigel will have his own version to this Safari Pack, and everybody in Nike will be skating a Safari Pack style of shoe, whether it be the PS8 or maybe it's their pro shoe with the Safari Pack style. I have no clue how they plan on doing this. I feel like because it's the Olympics, to some degree, everybody will be a little bit more uniform than last time. And when I say uniform, I'm thinking more so like every company is going to drop some type of pack for the Olympics, whether it be like the Vans Olympics pack or the Adidas Olympics pack or Nike Olympic pack, and every company is going to have some form of like, this is the USA Olympic fit for Nike, and this is the USA Olympic fit for Adidas, or something of that nature. Something to where every rider kind of represents their country, but not to the extent of the skater being so uncomfortable they can't skate well in the competition. I feel like that's something that screams Olympics that skateboarding is missing and that other sports are doing. I don't know if skateboarding is going to go as far as to doing that, or if the Olympics is going to make skateboarding do that. I think it would just be really sick to see a whole bunch of like USA fits from Nike, Adidas, Vans, or whatever company you may ride for, just to simply make it a little bit more uniform and show that you're not just representing yourself, but you are representing the USA in my aspect, or in the riders that are trying to represent the USA, or if you're representing whatever other country you're representing in the Olympics, that you're representing your country, not just being a rider born in that area or being a rider representing your country, but literally showing it. I have no clue how the Olympics plans on doing that. I just see that these packs are starting to come out a little bit more specifically garnered towards certain countries or specifically garnered towards the Olympics, and I would like to see a little bit more of that uniformity to show that you're all representing your countries to some degree. I'm not sure if most of skateboarding is going to like that. I'm pretty sure most of skateboarding may not like that. I just think it'd be sick because you're already doing a competition anyway for your country. Why not be able to easily recognize, oh, this skater must skate for the US, or this skater must skate for Brazil, or this skater skates for Switzerland. You know, I just think it'd be sick to do that because it brings more attention to, let's check out the skateboarding in this country, because you recognize the flag, you recognize the fit, and you recognize that this skater actually skates for this place, you know? I know they're going to tell where everybody skates, like Nigel skates for the US, and Yuto skates for Japan, or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying it's even better to even put out a little bit more uniformity. That's just my opinion on that. If you guys aren't already subscribed, I am JaySkateDay. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you like today's video, hit that like button. Let me know what you guys think about the PS8 and the rest of the collaboration for the Nike Safari Pack. Let me know what you guys are seeing outside of Nike and Adidas. If ASICS has dropped a pack or something of that nature that I may not have known of, please let me know in the comments. Let me know if DC is doing something, if Vans is doing something. Let me know what you guys know. Help me keep my ear to the skateboarding streets. That's it though. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. If you guys haven't checked out these videos already, check out my Insane Cali trip part 1 and 2. I'll leave it at the end of the video. I think it's a great watch. Peace.